going to be on my way back to the Gnosis. As soon as I sort out a few things here. In fact, God knows what's going on. Right, we're on. Okay, here we go. We are streaming. I must get this sorted out. So here we go. We've got a long old way back across the California sector. 30-old jumps. Here we go. Scanning. Scanning. Might as well get some Explorer rank while we're at it, aren't we, eh? So the reason why this has come about is basically there was a bug with a whole Gnosis thargoid attack thing that saw you. If you shot your weapons, you'd die. Right? If you shot your weapons, I'm very tired today. If you shot your weapons, you would get fined. If you get fined, right, and then get shot, get killed by the thargoids via corrosion or something like that, then what's going to happen is you got sent all the way across to the California sector and put in jail, which was a right old fag, wasn't it really? So now, this is my trip back. 29. I'm not going to go hanging about. Scoop and run, that's what I'm going to do. I reckon I've got about 3 or 4 jumps in me before I've got to totally refuel. Should be turning a lot of all this guff off.
4, 3,
So here we go. Quite a few videos put today on the channel, particularly around the fact that the Gnosis was not going to jump because Frontier released the Galnet article 6 hours earlier than what they should have, and basically tipped off a lot of the community that the Gnosis wasn't going to be jumping into the home sector. As a result of that, a lot of people just went, oh, well, sod this, I'm off. I hung around for an hour, to be honest, and tried to work out what the hell was going on. And I suppose we were kind of rewarded with the fact that the Gnosis then came under attack by the thargoids, and we had a good go at defending. Problems with that as well was that if you were in solo mode, then you got your ass handed to you straight away, straight off the bat. That was it. I mean, you could hardly get off the launch pad. You get the message, you know, frame shift anomaly detected. The thargoids would rock in, and then if you weren't quick about it, you get stuck on the launch pad because they would have disabled the entire ship. Then if you were quick about it and you got onto the landing pad, effectively what happened then was, well, you lasted a couple of seconds. Then if you got off the launch pad, then you didn't last very long at all. You got to say about 1 boost away from the entire ship.
Fuel scooping.
And again, you had your ass handed to you. So, a little bit frustrating. About 4 or 5 rebuys to get some of the footage that I got.
Disengaged.
In addition to that, then I then went out in in open mode, okay, with my fellow commanders, and we had a good old fun blasting the thargoids, looking at the new thargoid interceptor, the Hydra, also looking at the scouts, and there was 2 there. There was one a regenerator, but there was another one as well, beginning with I, and I can't for the life of me think what that was now. But there was 2, probably might be even more. But it was a right fury of battle. You were lucky to get off that launch pad and get in there. And then turn around, you could recollect yourself, get back into the fight, and effectively get on with things. I then forgot to re-ammo my AX weaponry. As a result of that, I had to go back and land, and then I eventually died through corrosion. But because I had shot the weapons off, that meant I had to go all the way back to a crime and punishment centre. In this case it was called the Quarry, over in the California sector. And as a result of that, here I am now, flying all the way back to the
disengaged. Frameshift drive charging.
To where the Gnosis is. So, So we can see about if there's any comments in the chat now. I really don't know if there is or not.
3, 2, 1.
Try and do a bit of scanning as well as I go. I think I might just take the opportunity to refuel a bit while I log on. Bear with me. Okay, we should be here. We're refueling a bit as well. Nothing too heavy. Temperature is stable. And so far we are all good.
Warning, temperature critical.
Right, time to get out of here. We've refueled enough. I don't want to incur too much damage before I get back all the way over there to the Gnosis.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
Okay, so the fuel scoop disengaged. Next on our list is going to be how far away are we? We are 25 jumps out. It's going to be a long old poke. Is what it's going to be. So we're going to keep jumping. Jumping, jumping, and jumping.
Four, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, so this being the long trip back. What we're doing. Now, someone said on one of the forum posts that you could request Frontier to relocate you back to the fight. Not sure if I've really got a lot of time for that.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
Plus, I'd miss out on all this fantastic navigational data.
Frameshift drive charging.
When I say fantastic, very tongue-in-cheek with that. Very tongue-in-cheek. So,
4, 3,
here we go.
2,
Jumping.
1.
Jumping. For those of you who are watching, do me a favour, can you put something in the chat? See if the chat's working. Somebody? Anybody?
Scooping.
Nothing. Okay. Aha! Look at that. Here we go. Something's happened. The thing I really want to be able to converse with. So here we go. We're jumping back. We're jumping back, and we're scooping. We're scooping up all this stuff from this star. And then we're going to get ourselves hopefully back. A long old roll back, and like I said, I mean, it was a bit of a bug on behalf of Frontier that were all those people who died and had shot their weapons close to the, sounds a bit rude, shot their weapons close to the Gnosis, were then put in jail and penalised for this. When really, like I was saying in some of my other videos, it was very much sort of a Battlestar Galactica event, wasn't it, really? You know, it was very, get out there, defend the ship against the thargoids, and away you go. However, I do think it was a really good set piece. Apparently, again, talking to the comments on my channel, and some of the other videos that I've done, Cannon didn't even know this was really going to happen. I mean, everyone thought they were going to jump, right? They were going to jump and everything would have been alright. Perhaps we would have been attacked once we got to the cone sector. However, that didn't happen. That's for sure. And as a result of this, you know, it's good that Frontier's listening to the community, that they've put something in there. This might just be a battle with a few thargoids turning up, but you do get some pretty good visuals from it as well. In my opinion. I don't know whether you think that is true or not. I don't know, but I think it's pretty good. I do think it's pretty good. So,
Warning. Taking heat damage.
Yeah, taking a bit of heat damage. We need some fuel though. We're going to get out of here. Carry on jumping. Keep on jumping.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
Yes, I could be scanning the planets and getting even more credit for the data, but you know what? I can't be bothered. I just want to get back and start killing scout ships and all that, really. That's what I want to be doing. I want to be in there with the thargoids. And it was only like the best part of like 80 jumps to get there the last time from where I was. I did think of bringing another ship down as well from the ships they have dotted around the galaxy. But it would have taken like 3 hours to get down to where that outpost was, where the penitentiary was. It would have taken a hell of a long time. So didn't bother. And they wanted like 29 million to get my cutter all the way down there. And I'm not sure if I really wanted to take my cutter down there anyway. That's the problem. So here we are, I'm stuck in the old Asp. Here it is. Good old Inquisitive Badger. Not the most fantastic of warships, I have to say. 2 AX turrets, beam lasers, multi-cannons, Xeno scanner. You know, it's not going to go set in the world alight. I'm not going to win the war single-handed. But that's not what I was there for. I was there to go and do a bit of exploring. So as a result of this, all my bigger ships and more tastier ships haven't got the jump range. Should I finally get all the way down there in the Gnosis jump once it got repaired. Also, I don't think I got them kitted out for Thargoid combat. 1 or 2, I think the Chieftain and the Crusader I have. But if I them with the jump range, they're not engineered. I wouldn't last very long down there, and it'd be a bit of a waste of time.
Fuel scooping.
So my whole plan is to get down there and be the person scanning the data. Shoot a few scout ships if I can. Help some commanders out with some missiles if I can help them out there. That sort of thing.
Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift
Because
drive
when I
charging.
first logged on this morning, early hours, when you know, it first got to the point where the Gnosis had that failed jump, I thought, right, solo mode, let's get out, have a good look around, see what's going on before anything gets too crazy. What I very quickly realised, it was virtually impossible to get off that landing pad. You know, I mean, as soon as your systems came back online, it was virtually impossible to get off that ship.
Fuel scooping.
This is all good, isn't it? Scanning all that data. Is anybody else having the same sort of problem that I'm having? I mean, to be fair, I think a lot of people have been having that problem who got down there really early
Temperature critical.
and then started engaging the Thargoids. Now, it's one of those things that we can all see that it was bugged.
Taking heat damage. Fuel scoop disengaged.
You know, and I think, well, is it worthwhile flying all the way back down there? I suppose it did. I did commit. I committed to it. I wanted to go and do some exploration. Whether we do or we don't, whether we jump somewhere else or it jumps back into space, whatever. It's an in-game experience. And I think with Frontier, you know, and all the content they do provide. And they do provide a lot of content, right? And there's naysayers and people who say, oh, no, they don't. It's not really free. You bought Horizons. And it's true. I bought Horizons. And I also bought the Lifetime Pack. Right? Some will say, well, you know, a fool and his money is often separated. But I've had a lot of enjoyment out of this game. A hell of a lot of enjoyment out of this game. And it's very easy to focus on the negative, I think. You know, the negative being, oh, well, they're not delivering on their promises. And perhaps they're not. And perhaps some of the content that should be with us isn't going to come, and it's going to be paid content. Fleet carriers. Well, that never really was a big thing for me. Although in a situation like this, imagine what it would be like. Can you imagine if you had a fleet carrier that was shadowing the Gnosis, and this happened? You jump your fleet carrier in, you launch your mates with your ships and your big funky tasty ships, and you'd be able to go and stuff it up. I don't think the thargoids like it up, Uncle Arthur. But you know what I mean? It's that would have been a good in-game effect. And if we ever do have a really good Thargoid war, human Thargoid war, whether you've got Alliance weaponry, Guardian weaponry, or AX weaponry, or whatever weaponry you've got, you know, just getting down there with your mates in the wing would have been a good thing. Has Canon kind of preempted this? Perhaps they have. But, you know, I don't think it's really that bad, to be perfectly honest. I don't think it's that bad. If you've got access to the comments, put in the comments. Do you think this is a worthwhile endeavour? Do you think it isn't? Do you think I'm going to get 17 jumps done in the next 25 minutes? Because that's really what I've got. You know, a lot of people are saying as well, hey, you know, well, this is rubbish. I'm off to Beagle Point. You know? But yes, fined for protecting the ship. That's it. Fined for protecting the ship. And that is just crazy. You know? Absolutely crazy. Anyway, doing a little bit more recharging, refueling the frame shift drive. We can get a little bit closer, I think. And this is the reality of the game. I mean, here we are, parked outside, a lovely sun-like world, and there's a war raging on somewhere else, you know, and there's no quick way of getting it because the nearest penal colony was in the arse end of nowhere, which has resulted in the fact that I've got a half-hour to 45-minute journey all the way back to where the action is. And I may get there, I may not, I don't know. But again, it's one of those things, isn't it? So, who thinks then that that this in-game set piece is good? Who thinks it's a bit of a cop-out? Who thinks it's a wasted opportunity? I think it's alright. I think they could have done something a little bit better. But what exactly, I don't know. I mean, they have had apparently a long time since Canon filed this flight plan to sort something out. And I think, well, if there was something down there that they hadn't finished or they were working on to deter people, then just come up and say, hey, you know, some funky stuff going on down there in those areas. Let's leave it alone. What about going to this place? You know, there'll be some nice content there. We don't know if it's if the Gnosis is eventually going to jump. So if we fix it, great. We repel the attack. We fix it. Is it going to jump to the cone sector, or will we go through this palaver again? Well, hopefully not this palaver, because this palaver means it's well, it's effectively, for me, a grind. Now, this entire aspect of having to traverse the galaxy again, right, has been removed
drive
as
charging.
of this lunchtime, this Thursday lunchtime. So here I am. I've got to get all the way over there, which is about 20 odd jumps. You know? So
4, 3, 2.
thanks to those who are tuning in. Just let me rant and rabbit through my lunch hour. Am I going to get there in 17 minutes? Because I then have to log off and do some work, unfortunately. So I'm making the most of it. I'm scanning the system, so I'm just honking the horn with my advanced discovery scanner, doing a bit of scooping.
Frameshift drive charging.
Really, I should be turning some of this stuff off. I lost all my Guardian items that I was bringing with me as well. Damn it.
4, 3, 2, 1.
But not to worry. What I really should have done is stocked up on meta alloys since I'm going back into a war zone. So a bit of an oversight on my behalf, really. But I thought I was going to go explore.
Fuels
Getting down to the 50% side of things, and I kind of want to sort of like park it there a minute. I know the temperature's going up, but I just want to refuel. I don't like running out of fuel, and then I've only ever called the fuel rats once, right? And they were really good. They were really, really good. And I'd only been playing the game about a year or so, and they were new, and I'd logged on, and this guy came out and gave me some fuel, and it was great. But I felt like a right bell end running out of fuel. It has to be said. But hey, you know, they provide a in-game service. It's a great in-game service. But I'm not exactly sure how far their reach would be all the way down here. You know? Look at these fantastic visuals as I'm fuel scooping. You know? Good stuff. How are we doing? Yeah, we're superheating. Let's get out of here. Let's get out of Dodge. So...
Fuel scoop disengaged.
Again, I'm going to try the chat out on a different computer. If anyone's watching, say hi. Uchors. So it's a bit Klingon, that, doesn't it? Uchors, the Uchors sector. 15 jumps.
Frameshift drive charging.
You could do it if we get a wiggle on, and then later I can log on and get back into the fight with the thargoids. Of course, what we really want, what I really want anyway, is a new SRV. Rack Zenith, easing open, and going to try and get away from the ship and head planet side. Interesting stuff. Is there going to be meta alloys on that planet? Good job I was there fueling up, see. So we're getting all the data. When I get to the... I'm just turning all this rubbish off, to be honest. I mean, you know, anything that may conserve fuel or may not conserve you. Gotta do what you can, haven't you?
Frameshift drive charging.
Okay. 14 jumps. 14 jumps to go. And we're still jumping.
4, 3, 2,
1. So here we go. I mean, how many people thought that the Gnosis was actually going to jump to that sector?
Fuel scooping.
A lot of people on the page said, oh, don't be stupid, they're not going to do anything, you won't get there, it's going to be a complete and utter washout. Everyone's giving me the Simpson memes of ha ha. Yeah, well, ha ha, yeah it is, I know. But hey, at least something's going on.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
On the plus side,
Shift drive
yes,
charging.
I lost about 1.6 million credits in a rebuy. This whole escapade, because I died in solo a couple of times, that cost me 1.6 million a time. I died about 4 times there trying to get off the bloody load.
3, 2,
And as a result of that, so I reckon I've lost about 10 million just trying to get off the Gnosis. Big waste of credits. Kind of what we need now is a new credit system or credit making thing, right? I don't think I'm going to make loads of money on exploration somehow. But you never know. You do never know. Exploration is king. Let's have a look at some of the comments. A lot of the comments not working in the chat. I don't know what's going on there. $12 more jumps. Come on, fuel scoop. Scoop that fuel. Oh my god. And that. Do some priorities here. Come on, keep scooping. Right, we're off. Scooping as we go. Right, next system.
Disengaged. Frameshift drive charging.
Let's go, 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 go. It won't be typical now if I get hyped by thargoids on my way back to a thargoid battle. After all this palaver. I wonder if I can get recredited for all the false rebuys I had to go through. The thargoids were too close to the ship, and you know, I'm not too fuel about it because hey, I've been playing a long time. I have got the credits. It's not like I've got like 2,000 credits left and no rebuy. I've got a bit of money in the bank.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
That's the problem, see? So Rax Zenith is there, got his arse owned. He got interdicted by players on the way down to the planet. That's the problem you're gonna get. Is that, yeah, the battle around the ship, great, all engage the thargoids. You get out of the, you know, out of that safe zone, as it were, and then, you know, you're going to be easy target to all the griefers that are down there. And even if you do get down there and get into your SRV, they're going to blow your ship up, so you're going to be screwed then. And then forced to self-destruct. So that's exactly what's going to happen.
Frameshift drive charging.
So 11 jumps to go, and I've got just under 10 minutes to get there before I have to get back on and do a bit of work. Such a lunch breaks.
4, 3, 2,
1. Jumping, 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 jumping. Okay. Still scanning, we get no scooping this time. Wrong class of planet, wrong class of star.
Frameshift
temperature's
drive
dropping
charging.
off. Of course, I got the Guardian frame shift booster, which is all well and good. So I've currently got a jump range on this is 46.24, which is not fantastic, I know, but I'm after data mined wake exception. I went to Felicity and they went, oh, upgrade it to the new system. I thought, oh, you know, well, eventually it's going to be the same, if not a bit better. So might as well take the hit, and it's not so bad really. You know, it was just 4 light years on a jump. However, right, when you can't find those good old data mined wake exceptions, it is a bit of a pain in the ass. I wonder how many people on the back of this whole Gnosis fiasco are going to say, right, that's it, I've had enough. I've really had enough, and I'm going. I'm going to go and play No Man's Sky, or I'm going to go and play Star Citizen. All games that I have, but I think I am drawn to Elite Dangerous. Not only for the nostalgia reasons, and I've been playing it since 1984. All the way through the different versions, even on the Atari ST, the Spectrum, the Beeb, the BBC in school actually. All fantastic games. This truly is a fantastic game, I think. It does represent brilliant value for money. And, you know, is it going to go pay to play? Is it going to... Is it not? I don't know.
Fuel scooping.
I really don't know if it's going to. I need to fuel. 8 jumps. Where are we on the galaxy map? Okay, here is the galaxy map. I am here. Otoz, right? That's where we're going. Fuel star there, fuel star there. That's where I'm going over there. Where did I come from? Well, I came from all the way over here. In the California Nebula. Down here, or wherever it was. The quarry. So I have put in the light years. Certainly put it in the light years here. You know, and where the hell are we away from everything else? Miles. Well, I've been all the way down there. But we were all hoping to get sort of like over this area, weren't we? Well, don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. Come on! Keep scooping. Scooping, scooping, scooping. It's not scooping hard enough. Right. I think we've nearly got enough there. I want to get us a little bit more. We're off. Okay, we're going.
Warning. Temperature critical.
Warning, it's getting hot. There's loads of smoke in the cabin.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
Brill. Jump.
Frameshift drive charging.
And we're still jumping. Keep jumping.
4, 3, 2, 1.
I don't want to get hyper-addicted. I've got to start turning some things on.
Fuel scooping.
Lots of planets and systems. Able to scan.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
That's 30 more systems I'll have when I get to the Gnosis.
Frameshift drive charging.
another star, another system.
Fuel scooping.
Six more jumps to get back to the Gnosis. A whole 6. I reckon I got 6 jumps there in my fuel tank. Do a quick hop.
Fuel scoop
Right, let's go.
disengaged. Frameshift drive charging.
We have frameshift drive charge. Okay.
4, 3, 2,
1. Let's go and skim it a bit more. We're getting there. We're getting to the point
fuel
where
scooping.
5 more jumps. 5 more jumps. That's all it is.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
Okay, here we go.
Frameshift drive charging.
We're at about 60% fuel. Everything that I can possibly turn off has been turned off. I'm going to start having to turn some of this stuff back on.
3, 2,
Don't want to sort of like get in there and be caught with my trousers down, such as it is with an Asp Explorer. And the jump range on this would be a bit bigger because if I was using light alloys, but I'm using reinforced alloys on this.
fuel scooping.
Just so I don't die instantaneously whenever I jump into a combat situation. Because it is like flying, you know, a giant
Fuel
thing
scoop
at
disengaged.
Right.
Frameshift drive charging.
Of course, I've got another account, a Steam account, that I use for the Reboot and Restart series, and I'm flying around in a Cobra Mark III, and that's quite refreshing. I got a Python there as well, but the Cobra Mark III I think is, you know, in the original games you're on the Cobra Mark III, weren't you? And as a result of that, you aspired, you know, to get other ships in different versions of the game. But in the original, you had the Cobra Mark III, and that was it. That was your lot. And you were happy with that. You had your military lasers, you could shoot out the windows.
Fuel scooping.
If you were running away from someone, you could snipe them out the back window. You know, all that good stuff. And that's, I think, something lacking from single player. The ability to be
Disengaged.
foot down on the pedal, flying away from something, and then look out the back and still shoot at someone in turret mode. Why should that only be for, you know, multi-trip and things like that? It's a shame. It really is. Three jumps to go before I get back into system. I'm going to try and get into the Gnosis and land without the thargoids kicking the living daylights out of me. Getting into it now. I think I might use a little bit more
Fuel scooping.
Not much, just a little bit. Am I going to make it? I am going to make it, but barely. There's no wiggle room. If I get shot, it's back to the quarry. The other side of the California sector for me, so I'm going to play this a little bit cunning. So I got some other videos I've put up today for those of you who have subscribed to the channel. Check them out. There's one going through the notes and the Galnet article that came out first thing this morning. I mean, it came out 6 hours early and tipped the entire community off. Someone needs to get a slap for that. Then we've got the patch notes that were released, because a patch was released at 8 o'clock GMT in the morning. And we talk a little about our hopes and aspirations for the Gnosis. And then, you know, we've got the other video that came out, which was the attack on the Gnosis. And as a result of that, you know, what was actually happening, what the bugs were, what the problems were, what I was doing, what the thargoids were doing when I saw it. It was quite exciting. You know, the most excited I think I've been in the game for a while. I mean, yes, the Guardian stuff was nice. The Guardian beacon was visually spectacular. Visually spectacular. And
Fuel scooping.
as a result of that, you know, I think a lot of people went through and did it. I already had the Guardian vessel blueprint because
Disengaged.
they were released to the game, I think, in Chapter 1. And as a result of this, last jump. And as a result of this, I already had 3 vessel blueprints. But I went through the process and got another one. And the ancient keys that you get from the beacon to go and unlock all the data as well. So that was okay. I enjoyed that. Didn't too much like the Guardian sites. It's a bit too grindy. It should, you know, I get the idea of charge all the pylons, drive around, great, brilliant. And here we are.
Fuel scooping.
That's what we want. The Gnosis. All the way over there. Now, there's going to be, I'd imagine, lots of signal sources in system. Now, if you don't know where I am all the way down there. I've got all the way from there, all the way over there in about 35 minutes. 35-40 minutes. And all my ships are over there, so I'm in the Asp Explorer. So, got a bit of fuel. We've got a foot down. We're going to start turning on some modules. Not really the frame rate scanner. Missile racks. Don't want the planetary vehicle scanner. Cargo hatch.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
Beam lasers. Multi-cannon, but I have that on. Heat sink launcher, I have that on. Shutdown field neutralizer. Xeno scanner. So what have I got off? This frame shift wake scanner is huge. Right? Huge on the power. I don't need my SRB either. So we are rocking on over. Identified signal sources. Could this be a Hydra? Is it going to tell us before I zoom past it? Threat 8. That's not. Threat 9s are the Hydras, aren't they? I kind of don't want to... I want to get to the Gnosis, then go out, I think, in another stream. Simply because I've come all this way. There's all the thargoids there, look, by the Gnosis. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 non-human signal sources surrounding the Gnosis. So I've got to get in, sneaky beaky like. I'm going to deploy heat sinks and get in there and land. Let's get the heat sink. There it is. Oh, bloody overshot it. I've overshot it. Okay, here we go. Right, let's get some good sound effects when we get in there because the thargoids are in residence. The thargoids are in residence. Not long now. We're going to get right in there. I know that planet is landable, perhaps. Don't know. there's the Gnosis. Thank God for that. Right next to the Gnosis, we've got identified signal sources. I've got to try and get in there without getting utterly owned by all these thargoid signal sources that are around and in the vicinity. Okay, here we go. We're going for the shields. We're disengaging. We're boosting. Contact. Here we go. No.
Please approach the ship safely.
Hang on a minute.
For larger vessels, Commander. Permission granted, Commander. Laboratory space will be allocated upon a successful landing.
So all the thargoids are now not attacking. Two anacondas, and that's it. So you're having to go out to the signal sources. So that's not so bad. That's not so bad. Because it was quite ridiculous. Okay, so we're gonna we've got a docking pad number 6. Let's get on over there. Boosting away, and we have done a 1,700 light year trip to get all the way back here after Frontier had the thargoids attack the Gnosis this morning. And if you fired your weapons in and around the Gnosis, then you incurred a penalty. Right, what am I doing?
Landing gear deployed.
Couldn't fly a blancmange today. Here we go. Right. Pad 6, that's me. Pad 6, pad 6, pad 6. Okay, here we go. Over, over, over. Gears down. Always a bonus. And I'm back, everybody. I am back aboard the Gnosis. Emergency protocol initializing. What's it got to say for itself?
Greetings, Cannoneer. Your laboratory awaits.
Laboratory? Bloody hell. Need a backside massage after that journey. Okay, so this is where we're at. Starport services. You can tell all that's happened. We're now trying to restore the Gnosis to a former glory. I hope you'll be able to help us. So it's in full-on repair mode. Okay, so we are going to sell some cartographic data. 947,563 data to sell. Sell that page. And I've got that as well. So, there you go. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. I have to end the stream and get on with the rest of my life. More streams and videos to come throughout the day as we go around and explore the Thargoid threat and see exactly what people want in regards to repairing the Gnosis. I've been Ricardo. This has been Elite Dangerous Beyond and combat around the Gnosis, which has been changed and tweaked by Elite after the bugs that were found this morning. Thanks very much for watching. Check back for more videos in the series. There were 3 videos put up today, all around the Gnosis and the Thargoids, where we saw some more Thargoid variants. Cheers, I salute you all, see you soon.